Hello guys, thank you for opening this. We are going to learn how to write CSV and how to read it in a very fast and easy way. That is it. So now let's get started. I'm using JupyterLab. You can use PyCharm or any text editor that you want. Alright, let's get started. So I'm going to open notebook here since we are going to write something. So you can choose to name it whatever you want your file. So I'll call my CSV. Alright, so CSV means comma separated value. So we're going to write CSV. So let's say CSV. This thing is just to make a heading for it. So you press shift enter. Alright, so make a good heading for it. Okay, we have to import. You can choose to do that, so but this one is very necessary. You have to import CSV. CSV means comma separated value that I've already said. Now there is an easy way to write, and as a data analyst or a Python programmer or any other person that you want to be, the first thing that you must use in CSV is using the keyword with. The with keyword helps in the concept of a while loop. That means whilst we keep on writing, when we finish writing, it will close automatically. Meaning, as a programmer, you will not think about closing your book. So use the with keyword. It will help you to write easy. So keep on practicing it and it will be better for you. So you just have to use the keyword with. So with, then you open. Alright, you open parentheses. Now we're going to write certain mode of writing, and it's very easy. So the mode of writing, we need to have a book. So first of all, have a book. So the book name, you can use any name that you want. So I'll call mine books.csv. Alright, and we have a mode of writing, right? So the mode of writing is in safe mode, and we can have more, but I have prepared a simple PDF to show. Alright, so let's see. We have R. This is the default mode. It opens the file for reading. So the R is for reading. You know the W? Yes, it's for writing. Okay, the W is for writing. So the keyword here is if file does not exist, it creates one, meaning our books does not exist. So if we use W, it will work for us because it will create the book that we want to create. Okay, and we write it in. We have X. X means that there is already a book called books, right? Okay, there is already a book called books, and in this case, what we are doing right now, we don't have any CSV file called books. Now we are creating it, so we can use X for our mode. We have A. A is open in append mode. So I normally use A and W for my projects. I like using A because it helps me to keep on writing and adding more. But W will not keep on adding more. It will remain the same. What is in the book is what is in the book. But the A will help you to add more. The B is open in binary mode. The plus sign is for reading and writing, good for updating. So I can use W plus, I can use A plus, but the keyword is you can use W. That's a simple way for you. So I always use A for my project. So I'm going to use A as my mode here. You can review this, you can use it, try your hands on many of them. Alright, I think I have C++, a lot of C++ here too. Okay, so I'll use A for our mode, and we need a new line. The new line here, we have to set it to be empty. The new line is helping us that we will not have empty rows as we write. So you have to bring the new line if you don't have to have empty rows. So all these things, we will store it as F. So you can choose anything, but I like F. So you being the writer, so writer equals to CSV. This thing is a variable, so you can choose any name, but I like writer. So writer dots writer. So if you don't know how to write writer, you can always bring a dot, you press tab. There is a lot of functions here. You see it's here. Alright, good, like what I wrote first time. So you open your parentheses, you need to bring your F first. We're going to use a keyword called delimiter. The delimiter here means that we are going to put comma here. Delimiter means something which is separating. Alright, so we are going to use comma to separate it. We have about 4, we have tab, we have pipe, we have hash, and we have that comma here. Alright, so we are going to use comma. We will check all those things after we are done with what we are doing today. Now you are done. You just have to write. So you just write writer dot write row. Alright, you open parentheses. Again, I say if you don't know how to write all these things, you press dot, then you type dot and you press the tab key. You will be able to write these. So you open parentheses, you open a list. Someone can say a box or a bracket so that you can write something. So the first one will be our first row. Okay, so I have prepared a sharp way to do this so that this video will be so short for us. So I will just have to put it inside, and I please watch it very well how I do it. It's very simple. So let me go to my data analysis here. I have a file here. Okay, let me pick the first one so that you can see how. Alright, so let me go inside this folder. Okay, let me clean all this. It's the same thing. Alright, it's the same thing, right? You see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Always make sure that the rest that is coming down here will match these 5. So these are strings. You can use numbers, right? So you have seen the first thing. We are using write row, meaning whatever we are writing will be in the row form. Alright, okay, so I'm going to copy the rest so that this video will be very fast. So here I am copying the rest, and it's all up to 5. Okay, alright, so I have this data here and I've copied it. Very nice. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, these are integers and you can use strings. These are datas. Okay, so now you press shift plus enter. Alright, you see something here. Our books.csv is created. You see, it just created it. That's the A. Alright, okay, so now I just want to open our CSV. So you see what the comma just did, the delimiter comma. You see what it just did. It just separated everything perfectly. So we have semicolon here, two closed, and the rest will be in the same way. You see, tab. You see, we have hash, all of them. They are all closed like that. So we always use the comma separated value. I like the comma. Good. I like this data. Now, you being a data analysis, you want to read, right? So you just have to write some codes here. So you still have to use the with keyword. You open, so you open the book which is here because you have already created something. So you open your books.csv. I just told you right now that we're going to use mode. The mode is R because we're going to read, and you can use new line, or without new line you still read. So as F. So you write, you being the reader equals to csv dot reader. Then we open parentheses, you bring your F, the same delimiter, then you bring comma. So we are going to make everything in the form of a for loop. So for rows in reader, So you print your rows. All right, let's see. Oh, sorry, is it that you forgot to bring the comma? All right, so always bring comma here. It's good that we're having errors here so that we will learn more. So let's see, we are done. You see how we read it? It's very nice. We just read. So I just wanted to show you how pandas to read. So let's add pandas to it so that we will know how to use pandas to read data and show how beautiful it is. So we import pandas. You can choose to skip this video, but I just want to make pandas read something. I like using pandas. So we make import pandas as pd. So pd.read dash csv open parenthesis, you write what you're going to read. Okay, so that's books dot csv. Right, so let's store it in a variable, let's say df. As always programmers, that's what we use df. So we can say df dot header, that's to list the first four. All right, you see how it is, very nice, beautiful. You see the nurses, teachers with her salary, houses salary, good. So this is how pandas to read. So I thank you guys for watching these videos, and I please subscribe, and I'm going to show you how to do login system in a form of HTML way using Python, CSV, a good validation. So follow up and we will learn more about CSV and learn more about how to do a lot of things. Also, I'm engaging more into image classification, and I've done a lot of projects, and I'm going to show it to the world right now. So please join my channel and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.